ready for another adventure? My wife and I, we're on one today. We're actually doing an overnight float. This is her first of the season, so she is super stoked. A little bit more stokedness. Okay, so anyways, we just kind of stopped right here, let the dog stretch out a little bit. She's driving my wife crazy. She's in the kayak with her. I got all the hooks in my kayak, so I don't want to hook the poor thing. So we're on the Kings River today. We've never floated the Kings River before, but it's a beautiful area. We're very impressed. We are doing an overnight float. We're going to float about maybe 8 miles today and set up camp somewhere on a gravel bar, not this one. We're not halfway done yet. And then we're going to float the other half tomorrow. So where we put in at was Marshall Ford. We're floating down to Rock House Creek. So we are going to get back in our kayaks. We're going to continue to float down. We just stretched our legs a little bit and saw hundreds of butterflies right here on this bank, so we're getting a couple of shots of those. So stay tuned, stick with us, and I'll meet you downstream. All right, first bass of the trip. It's a rock bass. Yeah, pretty epic, I know. Good one. I don't know what it is. It's gotta be a smallmouth. It's gotta be a smallmouth. The way it's fighting. It hasn't surfaced yet. It's pulling drag. Stay on. Stay on. Stay on. It's a big fish, whatever it is. What is it? Yeah, it's a smallmouth or a bass. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Stay on. It's a good one. I'm about to hit the smallmouth. Got it. Shoot. Woo. That was a hard fighter right there. 1 second. Oh yeah. Oh, I just dropped my pole in the water. That's great. That's great. Kings River, smallmouth number 1, and I'm about to be pushed into the rapids. This is not a good predicament. Okay, man, this dude fought. He's probably about 1.5 pounds, maybe 2. He's pushing it though. Beautiful fish, beautiful fish. Good one to start the day. I like it. About probably 40 minutes into this trip, and I already got one on. That one came off of TRD, of course. This is the Shroom Pro Hook, and I'm using the new money color. I was using green pumpkin earlier and I caught a few little sunfish on it, but no smallmouth yet. As soon as I switched to this a little bit of a flashy color, I got that smallmouth on. So we're gonna give this hole about 5 more casts, and then we're gonna get through these rapids. So it's gonna be a good adventure. I'm still trying to learn this water. It's a new area to me, and they just had some rain, so I really don't know, where the good holes are for smallmouth fishing. The water has a slight tint to it, so it's not like I can really see to the bottom really well. So it all kind of looks deep right now. Anyways, we're getting on them. Oh, he's in the boat. He's in the boat. Nice little pounder. I just missed his buddy. I'm fishing off these bluffs right here. Man, look at that gut. You chunky. You are a chunky fella. Pretty sweet. A little bigger, barely skin hooked him. Should try the old whopper plopper. I've tried a couple times and they haven't been wanting it. They've been wanting it slow and on the bottom. We've had this cold front come through and it's gotten pretty chilly outside. It's going to be about 40 degrees tonight. It was about 35 degrees last night. So I was like, well, they're probably not going to want the whopper plopper much right now, but I could be wrong. I'm going to give a couple toss around these boulders here. See if we can get one sparked up. Nothing. That's some good zones too. Alright, let's see if I'm right though. Get out my TRD and make it one cast. Let's see if they're wanting this instead. There's gotta be some largemouth right here. This looks like a nice deep hole. Current's a little too swift today, unfortunately. I don't know what it normally is, but it's moving pretty quickly. It's hard to hold a position. There's one. Yep, TRD all the way. This feels like a good one. It hasn't surfaced yet. It's still digging. Oh my gosh. Still digging. Still digging. About a pounder, pound and a half. See what I mean? I worked that area with the whopper plopper. Nothing. Switch to the TRD and get one on. Second cast. See, dude. All right, TRD. Every time, never fails me. Okay. So they're in this area for sure. Look at about a pound. He felt bigger than that in that current, but I'll take him. Dog down, dog down, dog down. Uh-oh, you're about to get in that current, dog. Come here, I got you. Well, did that cool you off a little bit? Woo, that went down my giblets. That is, We're still training our pup here to, well, she's not really a pup anymore, she's a year old, how to go kayaking, because it's been kind of rough today. She just wants to jump out, you know, anytime, which is fine, but the water is super cold. But we're training her. She's getting better. She's getting better. I'm just messing around with this new bait. I saw it at a shop. And it's the Mega Bass Little Minnow. And just got me a little smallmouth. So it's called the Mega Bass Spark Shad. And I'm actually using the TRD shroom hook. And I just rigged it like that. And that little smallmouth just smoked it. I thought it was hung up at first. But I started swimming. I was like, sweet. Let's try a new bait. Let's see if we can get another. Fish on. Pretty good little smallmouth. Man, they're loving this Mega Bass shad bait. That's two. It swims so well. Oh my gosh. Like, hooked it right in the snossage. Check, it is 5:15. It gets dark in about 2.5 hours. I'm getting hungry. So I think we found our place where we're gonna set up camp. There's a little gravel bar up here on my right. But yeah, we're gonna set up camp. I'm gonna get to cooking. I got a mountain house that's got my name on it. And I am starving to death. Worked up a good appetite. Yeah, we found our campsite. It's a pretty good little zone. It's already got some firewood here from the previous person. And it's a pretty popular bar to camp at. There's a tent way down there. I think we're far away from them where we're not intruded on their privacy. My dog is peeing right next to where I'm gonna put my camp chair, but that's okay. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, yeah. So anyways, we got plenty of firewood that was left behind. Got a little fire pit. We need to add some rocks to it. But I think we're gonna set up camp right here. Our tent. All right, inside my red bag, this is my cook bag. Had the lighter, spare fuel cell, and then our camp stove, our jet boil flash. I'm not going to walk you through the whole process today because you can check out my last adventure. I kind of went through the stages of this, but we're going to get it rolling and get cooking. I love this jet boil flash because all of our contents fits inside this little, it's about the size of a 32-ounce Yeti. So when you're packing light and packing on a kayak where you can't take a bunch of stuff, it's perfect for those applications. All right, she's ready. We'll go ahead and shut off the fuel so we don't waste any. We need to dump that into the mountain house. We're doing hers first, chicken and dumplings. All right, the mountain houses are steaming up right now. They should be ready in about 10 minutes. I'll go ahead and walk you through our setup. My wife's already in her pajama pants.
Don't, no!
But anyways, here's our campsite. We have our Kelty slotted 2. We got our kayaks back behind us there. We got our 2 camp chairs. We got our fire pit, which we're gonna get that rolling here in a little bit. Cooler, kitchen, and we're about to sit in our camp chairs, look out at the creek, enjoy some food. I went to Walmart, got these Duraflames fire starters. They're cubes and they're waterproof. You actually just light the package so it all burns up. I'm gonna use 2 to start our fire tonight. I went ahead and got some kindling, walked around and got some dried up wood. I'm just gonna light these up and get this fire rolling because it's starting to drop a little bit. Of course, my wife, she's getting a little cool. All right, we're getting that flame going. We're gonna feed this fire a little bit and get warm. Well, it's starting to get dark outside, so it's time for us to get in the tent and get warmed up. It's starting to get a little chilly. I got the dog right between my legs. Yeah, I can't roll over or do anything. So anyways, I thought the dog, you think Zoe did okay on the first trip? There's a couple of moments there where she kind of bailed off the kayak and floated downstream. We had to grab her, you know,
Yeah.
just a couple minor problems. But
For her first trip, it's okay.
yeah, it was fair. So this first half of the trip was pretty scenic. There was some pretty bluffs and a lot of good scenery. Fishing was fair today. I caught a lot, but no size. I think the biggest one I caught was at the beginning there. It was like 1.5 pounds. But I'm hoping tomorrow at the bottom half of this adventure, we'll get in some bigger fish. But it's going to be really cold tomorrow morning, so I'm not sure if the bite's going to be good. But as far as Kings River and fishing, you're definitely going to catch some numbers here. So I highly recommend if you're just coming for fishing, great. It's a great river. If you're coming here for sightseeing, it's great for that too. Chrissy, are you nice and cozy?
Yes,
You warm and toasty?
I'm very warm and toasty, yes.
That's good. So the wife is happy. I'm happy. Thanks for watching as always, and we will catch you on part 2 in